Held tune pretty good. I was wondering if that was going to happen during the intro. Who has any guesses as to what that pedal is?
Oh, feeling good on a Wednesday. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday night.
Hello.
Time for gear and beer, which for me right now is beer and gin. No, gin and gear. Maybe beer and gin.
That explains the
Probably
pedal.
both.
Yeah. Beer,
How's everybody doing tonight?
For me. Yeah, good. How's everybody doing? It's been a couple weeks. Was it you and I last time we did this? I think it was, yeah. Last week, Luke and I were in Fort Wayne at this point. You were on your, you were having a great day for your anniversary.
That's right.
But we had Gearfest last week, or Guitarfest. I don't know why I keep saying that. Everything I posted has said Guitarfest, I promise. I just keep saying Gearfest. And that is not helping me think about what the right thing to say is.
Yes. Oh, yeah. How's everybody doing? Anybody getting any cool stuff this week? Also, let us know where you're watching from. Smash that like button. We are running low on beer because we haven't been having the gear and beer here
yeah,
lately.
summertime's hit and miss usually because people are gigging more. People are taking
Holidays.
Most people take their holiday time throughout the summer. Yeah.
Yes.
Not to mention, like, we're on, you're going to a bunch of different places. We've had a few events. Like,
yeah.
There's lots going on because people have more free time. So, understandably so. But thank you for spending Wednesday with us for that reason. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good to have everybody here. Good to see all the friends. Fort Worth, nice. Colton, are we allowed to talk about what you said?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Never mind. Hi, Colton. How's it going?
Yeah.
JHS double barrel, nice. That's like the multi-drive thing, or is that Which circuit is it? The Tube Screamer one?
Which one?
The double barrel?
I don't remember.
JHS.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Either way, sweet.
Got your Bad Monkey signed by Phil X. Nice.
Oh, you got Devin got the Misha SoCal, so that's like the Strat.
The Strat?
Yeah,
that thing looks awesome.
That looks really awesome. I think there was one at the PB booth, and I actually was silly.
there? I just saw him playing that HB, like the Wolfgang thing, and I was like, where's his guitar?
He had one of his 7s there for sure.
Yeah. There is a blend
great.
knob on this. We'll get into the meowdulator.
Meowdulator. Say that several times quick.
And we'll talk about what's cool about it and what's not. And I know almost nothing about it because I started using it right before the stream.
It's the Morning Glory and the Moonshine. Right, it's
Nice.
the double stomp. Nice. Okay, sorry.
Nice.
I was going to say, I know I've seen that before. That's great. Those are two of their great circuits, too, so.
Drinking Cartel IPA by Liquid Mechanics. Nice. I have gin. I think it's St. George. Is that what it was? St. George?
I think so.
Gin?
Yeah.
With Fever Tree tonic water. It's pretty good. So, yeah, also, so the two things that I got, the meowdulator came in right before I left for Sweetwater for Guitarfest. And then while I was at Guitarfest, they had crazy deals on all their used gear.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff.
Anything used that they had was 25% off.
Yeah, Luke
and the used prices were already very reasonable prices. So
yeah, Luke and I walked in the day before you were there, and they just had those couple tables out. And yeah, Luke talked to someone, and they're like, "Oh, you just wait till tomorrow. It's gonna be all this stuff will be further marked down." And then it was a crazy amount of stuff. There was a couple of things I was really actually tempted with. One of which was the Keeley compressor because I need a new compressor, really bad. What compressor are you guys using? I'm curious, and what's worth trying? Because the Keeley and the...
Did you pick up the Keeley?
No.
what's up, Michael?
Okay.
No, I talked to Robert, that's why.
I see.
So he's going to send
Derek
us...
said don't, but that and the Keeley is obviously the tried and true, and then the Origin I've heard a lot about.
Origin's good, yeah.
Yeah, so there's several. Oh, Colton, this is my new Tom Anderson. I'm not sure if you've seen this. New-ish. few months now, but it's a Tom Anderson Raven. It's great. Love it. Been using it for a few gigs now, and it's been absolutely rock solid.
Yeah, who was all at Gearfest? Like David was there with Source Audio. It was great to meet you, Dave. I saw somebody else comment. I don't know your name, but I know who. Like I remember you coming by the booth and trying the 91 and the R9. So
Yeah, was anyone there?
Beyond the Curve Studios, cool. Luke, it's really easy to tell when people are messaging when you scroll way far up.
I was just trying to find out who said it.
Richard grabbed the guitar from Guitar Brando. Nice, good buddy Brandon. Great shop.
Yeah,
Great guy.
Guitar Rando.
Yeah,
Yep. Awesome shop in.
yeah. I think actually we just
Alberto.
sent Brandon some G50s.
Yeah.
Not sure if they're spoken for or not, but if you're looking for a G50, they just went that way. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there was a lot of crazy good deals at Guitarfest in-house too. Like they didn't advertise the deals online probably because they weren't allowed to.
Yeah,
But there was a
for
lot
sure.
of stuff that you could get like 50% off as like door crasher deals. I heard that what was it? The Tom DeLonge Strat was only like $7.99
Yeah.
during the day there.
Yeah. Is
So-
the Mexican one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's no way the American one was that price, even in USD, even in non-Canadian dollars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Had 5 tornadoes. Is that Cleveland? That's crazy,
That's
man. I hope
wild.
you're okay
Jeez, dude.
and your stuff is okay.
Yeah. Carl Martin compressor limiter. I've heard of the Carl Martin too. David, it was nice to meet you at Guitarfest. David was there with Source Audio.
Yep.
Yeah, super nice to meet in person. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
There's a used SE594. Yeah.
Man, one of my favorite things. I don't know if they've announced it yet. Do you know if those pickups have been announced yet, Luke? That were next to us, like those rail pickups.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think it has yet.
Okay.
I can chat.
No.
Yeah. It was cool. Like MJ was there.
Yeah.
From Seymour Duncan Wine and Pickups.
There was a lot of cool things there. Yeah.
Yeah.
MJ was awesome. Yeah. She, I guess, is like the custom shop. She like runs the custom shop at Duncan and has been doing it for a long time. And it was so cool sitting her, like watching her do it. Like it looks like nothing.
Yep.
But she's so dialed at it, you know. And it was cool. They were doing this thing. Duncan was doing this thing where MJ was winding pickups, and people would enter their name as she was making them, and they would end up drawing once the pickup was done and picking a name for someone to take it. And yeah, people were just like getting free custom shop pickups made by her, like herself, which is crazy. She gave us these hats.
Hey Joe, what's going on? Hey Joe, send me a text later. I'm gonna just see Joe's D40 was having problems.
I was texting with him. Yeah.
Yeah, we just get it back here and fix it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll just
chat about
figure it
after.
out.
I sent out some 2Bs. So if that did not solve it, then absolutely we will.
Did we meet Aaron Smith? I know a Aaron Smith. Are you talking about Aaron Smith that works at Sweetwater? In marketing? 'Cause I've met him lots. Oh, the amp's fixed.
They did it. Sweet.
Okay, never mind.
Good news. Yeah. Okay. Well,
So-
I'll send you a message.
Yeah.
Good
So,
news.
so yeah, for anybody who didn't go, do me a favor, smash that like button, and it'll tell you about Sweetwater Gearfest. It used to be like an in-person event, and then Colton. I've met Aaron multiple times. He's a really good dude.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I'm starting to get. I guess that was my third time there now, and there's a lot of faces. There's a lot of departments. There's a lot of people doing different things that are relevant to
Yes.
what we're doing, and I'm starting now to have recurring like, oh hey man, what's up? You know, when you go there, like with more than just like the direct people that we deal with.
yep.
Which is cool. Like going-
Luke and I went for dinner after Loadout with Dilsey Bubs and had a good time. Him and his wife, or his girlfriend and her friend.
Oh, yeah.
And the best part was at this Thai restaurant that we went to, they had a certain drink that came out in a beautiful frosted glass.
One of the
It was
only
the
domestic beers they had was PBR. So
And it was
Luke
the
was in
old
his glory. Then he could
old
order a
ribbon.
tall boy PBR.
Yes.
We're at like
come on,
really
bud.
nice Asian restaurant, and he's like, "Oh, look at this," and I'm like, "Yeah."
PBR cans.
And
I had to.
the 40-year-olds that are at the table with Luke are all like, "What?
What are
Like,
you
why are you
doing?"
getting that?"
Nice to meet you. This is me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that was good. Yeah, there was a couple good restaurants there. Toulon or however you said it. That place was great. Luke and I ate at the Trader Joe's once. That was awesome.
Luke and I ate
actually
at
very
Al's on the way home.
Al's
breakfast.
Italian beef in Chicago. Yeah,
For
that's
breakfast.
a very, very, very good spot. I like it there.
What? Colton? Bro, I thought we were buds.
So the Sweetwater thing is over now. So the great prices were, you had to be there in person to get it. So like next year when Guitarfest comes around,
They do
just
it every
know
year,
that like
yeah.
the in-person side of it, there are deals that they don't show online. Like there was a lot of stuff that was significantly discounted. So yeah, it was crazy. Like they can't show a lot of that online because of the way that like pricing policies in the U.S. work with brands. Like so, in the U.S. we have a thing called MAP, which is the minimum advertised price. So technically, the manufacturers actually set the pricing on almost everything,
Yeah.
and that keeps the playing field like level, and you don't have anybody like undercutting everybody and trying to put somebody out of business.
Does that just go for advertising?
Yes, minimum advertised price.
So you can sell below. You
You can
just
sell
can't
below
advertise
MAP
below.
all day long as you don't advertise it. That's why.
That was what I understood it to be working at Quest back in the day, and we'd have that with certain brands. And they like if you were like with bigger brands, you would have a certain amount of infractions that you were given of
Yep.
like advertising below that.
Yep.
But yeah.
So what they did is they came to all of us and said, "Hey, we need some door crasher specials or something. Do you have anything that you could help us that we could use as like a blowout deal in limited quantity?" So we gave them a couple of pedals, and they had things like, yeah, David is saying that there's 25 to 40% off a lot of used stuff. Wow. Oh, there's still the in-store sale going on, but it's only in store. I mean, excuse me. Honestly, maybe if you reached out to your Sweetwater rep, maybe they'd be able to help you. I don't know. I don't really know about the. Yeah. One thing. Hey, Luke, stop arguing with people in the comments so that we can actually read things. Yeah, smart ass. So anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun. The last two Gearfest. This was called Guitarfest, so it was just guitar stuff.
Okay, it was Gearfest at one point.
It was Gearfest before.
That's
So
why I was
back in the
saying
day, Gearfest was a like outdoor, underneath like big like carnival tents, kind of, or like wedding tent. What do you call those tents?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
tents.
like an outdoor kind of tent. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. Event tent.
Big ass tents out in
Event
the parking
tent.
lot. The event tent?
The event tent.
Gazebo.
If that's not what it's
It's
called,
not the
that's-
gazebo. So, all right.
It should be called the event tent, and if it's not, that's a bad choice of words.
Yeah. So, it used to be outside, and it was just a public event where people would show up for 2 days. There'd be deals on stuff. They would have, like Randall Smith from Mesa Boogie was there one year that I was there, and did like a talk on, I think it was on the California Tweet or the Fillmore or something. Might have been the Fillmore.
Right.
When I was there. So, yeah, here you go, Luke. It's a tribute to you. Got my PBR. So, yeah, so like Mesa had Randall Smith there. They'd have other artists there that would do like either clinics or master classes or whatever you want to call them, but mostly just hang time stuff. And it was just a public event. And then when COVID hit, it got shut down. And when it came back, it was an influencer-only event. And they would bring a bunch of YouTubers in, have it be an online thing where there were deals online, but no in-store. And then they decided this year to do like a hybrid event where there was influencers and then one public day. So we had Thursday and Friday.
Kind of how NAMM is on a smaller scale, like more industry and then public, right?
Well, NAMM doesn't actually have a public day like that. You can just now buy tickets for it.
Right.
So the public can come every day. It's just most people
Oh,
have to
okay.
work on, Thursday and Friday, so they
yeah.
only show up on Saturday and Sunday. So this time around, Thursday, Friday were like all the sales engineers and Sweetwater people, and they had about 12 or 15 influencers and some artists that were there on the first 2 days, and then the Saturday was the public day. So if you get a chance next year, you should come. It was fun.
That was cool.
Yeah, we did a contest where you could win a D25, your own customized D25 if you were there. So, which we're giving away on Friday. I think we're gonna announce the winner.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I saw David Ass was Mesa there this year. They were just in the Gibson booth, so they had a couple of amps there. So, yeah. So.
Yeah. Which was right across from us.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's a
a lot
nice
of cool
guitars there
brands.
too, yeah.
Magnetone was there with the Slash amp, and like I met the dude from Magnetone. He was really nice.
Yeah.
The Slash amp looks really cool. I didn't get a chance to play it though. And the Benson amps was there with their like Benson and pedals and amps, and it was
Yeah, Benson
very
sounded awesome. Both of those amps sounded great. We were right in the corner with those guys, and Duncan and Gibson. Dingwall was right behind us.
Laney was there. Ibanez was by us. Exotic.
Did you try any of the exotic guitars?
I didn't, but Luke told me they were amazing.
told him
They
to try
were
it. They were so nice.
Yeah, I tried one at the PV booth actually. I went to try Misha's new amp, which is also great.
Nice.
And yeah, I was like,
They're
at first I
incredible.
didn't realize that's what I was playing. I was like, what is this? And looked and I was like, whoa, it's like one of the exotic guitars. Like they're great.
Yep. And we were in kind of like, if there were different like kind of aisles or rooms, like we were kind of separated from where like Source Audio was. Source Audio was over by like Schecter and Ernie Ball and Sir and Friedman and Line 6. And I'm forgetting somebody, but yeah. So Ryan, no, I did not buy the 90s V. It was too much, and I also don't love flying Vs. So.
Where did you see it again?
Cream City Music in Wisconsin, like Milwaukee area. Can you scroll up just a bit? Pierre, 10 days ago, got the nicest Rev D25. Thanks, Pierre. Already had 4 Fender Tweed reissues, and I can tell you that the best sounding amp that I have is your new D25. Wow, thank you. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
And,
That's super nice of you.
Yeah.
Thanks for picking one up.
So
I'm glad to hear you like it.
Thanks. Our team and Sam are amazing, and I am here with them. So, yes. I mean, I'm a better guitar player than Sam, but he's a better dude. Why are you laughing at that?
Worst dude, worst guitar player.
Misha has a new amp. Combo version of the Invective is what you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think there was a new version of is it the combo version, or was the regular Invective changed?
I don't know. I didn't know anything about it until you told me about it.
It's a nice amp. Invective sounded good too.
Ryan, they wanted it was like $25 or $24.99, like $2,500, and I was just like, yeah, I don't love V's. Like, honestly, what I want for 90s Gibsons, I'm actually looking for. The first one I'm looking for, it pains me to say this, is an SG. Is that I want to see how it is, because I always feel like SGs sound amazing, but I still think that SG stands for shit guitar, and I have a feeling that if I can get a hold of the right one from the 90s, I might change my opinion on that.
What does it actually stand for?
Shit guitar.
No.
Nope, shit guitar.
Luke,
Shitty guitar.
solid guitar. Thank you, Luke.
No, it doesn't. So,
Solid body? That would make sense to me. I didn't think he was kidding. I just thought he meant like solid body because that's what they were called. What
I'm
does
gonna
Gibson
laugh so
SG
hard
stand
when he
for?
Googles this, and if it says,
Solid guitar.
oh no,
There you go.
Oh.
No, I thought that was right. I wasn't doubting you there.
I am. That's wrong. Luke put that site up just before that.
Luke got search optimization on Google and made that happen.
Never
work quickly here.
Inspect element.
I was going to buy an Invective when they first launched, but they were way on back order. And then later that day, I heard of Rev Amps for the first time and bought a 120 instead. Oh, thank you. You hated SGs before you played that one. Yeah.
I've had guitars like that, like your Les Paul, like the 91s. As soon as I played them, I was like,
Yep.
I understand this now. This feels great. And every early 90s one I've played has had generally kind of the same vibe. So,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
so I want an SG, I want a Firebird, and I want an Explorer, and I don't care about a V. So, yeah.
Nothing, you can't play sitting down.
Nope. I had an Explorer. It wasn't. It was like a 2006 or something at one point, and man, it was awesome.
Man.
All right, please tell us about the R9 now. No problem. So
I had one thing to say before that. Sorry. You know how you and Zach, when you had your interview, the Zach Myers interview talked about like your biggest gear regret for selling stuff. I don't like V's either, but one thing I do regret selling is my dad found an actual Japanese Tokai body and neck for a V, and he built it up, and I just remember trading it with a friend for a Les Paul, like an Epiphone, back in the day, just because I was so like it was too big, and I just like didn't like playing it. But like if I could have kept it just for what it was, I probably never would play it. But that's probably the biggest thing I regret selling. Sorry.
Fire turd?
That's it. Let's move on with the R9 now.
Why do we call them fire turds? They look awesome. The one that I played from the 90s, I played in 91 when I was in Nashville, and it was killer. Brian Hines, Epiphone Silverburst, I love it. Now I want a Gibson. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Still a V, any way you look at it. Every heavy band that I know that recorded with an SG, like from around here, like smaller bands, everyone that recorded with SGs versus Les Pauls, excuse me, all the SGs sounded better. It was crazy.
No, there's something about that sound, dude. They sound great. I think your biggest thing is just the neck dive.
Oh yeah, that's my biggest issue with it, more than anything. I don't love the like two horns the way they are, like the, yeah.
I don't mind it now. It grew on me. Like I you'll hate me for this, but like I probably would practically play an SG before I would play Les Paul. But I just
That checks out.
whatever you think that means, sure, bud.
Your SG destroys your Les Paul. You probably have a shitty Les Paul then. The Blasting Room Studios in Denver has a shitty Les Paul, just so you know.
Oh,
that's what Colton's saying.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, there's no way they have a good one.
I'm sure that Dorian didn't go in there and wasn't stoked.
Okay, somebody else told me the same thing, and like, how many times have we heard that now, Luke?
Too many.
Yeah.
I was talking to Phil X about this. And I was like, oh, does your SG have like a lot of
Name
neck
drop.
dive?
I was gonna say, well done on that name drop, Luke. Look at that. Luke is letting everybody know that he knows the big dogs now.
I don't know
Goes to
him.
2 shows, meets a couple of guys, and he's like, yeah, me and my buddy Phil.
Let's be
X."
clear.
You
Let's
know
be
what this?
clear.
You know what this means? Posty's not my homie anymore. Now Phil X is Luke's homie.
Well, Posty's still your bestie, but
Let's be clear. I've only talked to Phil X twice. I don't know him.
but Luke's into Philadelphia X now.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Collins and Sons.
Anyways, he also said that he puts quarters in the control cavity.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
So I was like, oh.
Someone needs a headless SG. I can't think of an uglier guitar than a headless SG.
Tim, you know Derek.
Comeback Kid rocks an SG. Absolutely. Jeremy's got an SG that says vegan on it, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'm not allowed to play it. So, because of that. But
The thing's sweet. It's set up in like C# standard.
it sounded really good when it was
Oh
here.
yeah, it sounds awesome.
The neck dive is just really a problem. Like we tried, how many SGs did we try at stores on the way back? Like 3 or 4?
I was going to say about 4 or 5.
Yeah, that as soon as I picked them up, every one of them, I'd set them on my like knee and they would just go like this constantly. And I'm
Even-
like, come on.
Even the Gothic SG that has the Floyd Rose system on it.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
It
Yeah,
even still was diving.
yes.
You can't save them.
Okay, so this R9. Manny, can you go grab me the case candy for it so I get all this stuff right? So we're at Guitarfest, and our good friend Sean Deely, who runs Sweetwater Studios, he's the chief engineer, and I don't know what else. What is technical?
Main studio.
He's the
guy.
studio guy.
Yeah, main studio guy.
Oh, GS N72. You have 3 SGs, no neck dive.
You got good ones.
Yeah. Also, I was wondering about that, Colton. Can you put an Evertune on an SG? Is there enough? Like, is the body thick enough? Oh, I don't need this. Son of a.
Thank you.
Mando, come on.
Well
Come
played.
on, Mando.
Well played.
Yes. So, this is the beautiful little Gibson Custom Shop Certificate of Authenticity thing. Yeah, it says 59 Les Paul Standard, and then a serial number. So it's from 2021. Let's see what else they got. Oh, they got warranty registration that whoever who owned it before did not fill out, so that's good. And it passed all of its checklists. Does that have a weight on it? Did they give a weight on it? Gibson, what are you doing? Why don't you mark your weights on your guitars when they go out? Oh, you don't? Okay, well, I guess there's not really much I can say about that.
£1 billion pounds.
Oh, yeah, 1 billion.
1 billion.
And this just says it has Gibson strings and then stuff that says inspected by and all of the other little crap. So yeah, 2021, Dealey came and was like, hey man, he's like, you got to come see this R9 that we got in the used department. It hadn't even been like gone through by their like inspecting people. They had just taken it in on trade for something. And he brought me over to it, and this is it. And I don't know how much it weighs. I could probably go and weigh it here just to see pretty easily.
But
you guys,
relative to like your 91.
I mean, it's lighter than my 91.
I was going to say it felt a bit lighter when I picked it up, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know if there's weight relief or what, but it's definitely lighter. It's got a gorgeous top on it. It looks really good with no pickguard now. It looked a little bit stupid before, but
that's a guitar where I would say definitely pickguard off. Like the top is so nice.
The top's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I should have put some strings on it for you. But it looks
it's fine. It's fine for now. So yeah, it's got a neck that, like, shockingly, the other R9s that I've played normally have a really fat neck on it. This doesn't. This feels more like the 91s that we have. So, yeah. The new Les Pauls are weight relieved. Could be. I don't know if the R9s would be weight relieved, though, because they're supposed to be 59 replicas.
Right.
So, yeah. So yeah, it's the neck feels really great. It's staying in tune really well for us tonight. I remember Sean, before we got his R9 for him, Dealey, there's no way in hell the pickguard's going back on. No. Look at it, Dealey. And thanks again for this. Now that I've had more time to play it, Dealey, this is definitely a good one.
It's great.
And yeah, Sean was responsible for it because he's like, come check this out. He's like, and all the gear, like all the used gear in here is 25% off right now. And I was like, what? All right. So, and
as soon
also,
as you said that, you're like, I wonder if I should buy it. And I'm like, you don't.
Yeah.
I was like, you just need to find what you're going to sell.
Yes.
And then you're fine.
So if anybody's in the market for a Sir Modern Plus, there's a good chance it's going up for sale now. Because I do have a deal with my wife where, I mean, not that she made me make a deal with her, but I told her, I'm like, I won't buy more guitars unless I get rid of something. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you haven't put much time on the Sir, so yeah, this is the.
Yeah, the Sir's not my favorite. Like, my NJ does exactly what that Sir does.
It's not your type of super strat. Like, it's a little more modern than what your thing is, I would say.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Great guitar. Like, awesome guitar. Like,
yes.
No doubt, but.
Which one, the Sir or this? Both.
Both are great, yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody else here have an R9?
Yeah, it is the
Guitarfest winner.
I've done that so many times, Sean. Unless you're mocking me and I didn't
Sean
know
is
it.
also the Guitarfest winner because Sean spec'd out a new 120 for their studio, and he did the, like, Western Gold amp. And when he spec'd it out, I was like, oh, this is ugly. Like, we had so many people stopping by. And just because of that Tolex.
We posted Aiden's amp. There's only a couple of those that we've done. And the other one is for our buddy Aiden. And even on Instagram, I posted that and people were like, apparently people like the Gold Western Tolex, which is sweet. But we all thought, looking at it, was like, man, this thing is like, this is wild. It's so visually loud, you know?
Yep.
But that's it. Like, people would come over and just go look at it because of that. I was like, all right, I guess it does what it's supposed to, you know? A little aggressive for my tastes.
Yeah.
The Gold, yeah. But it's cool.
Yeah, so Sean got that, so perfectly hideous.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's exactly it, dude.
Yep. So yeah, this was my big purchase, and yeah, it's awesome. That being said, I will say that the 91s and 92s that I have are equally as nice as this guitar. The tops aren't as nice, for sure.
Visually, this thing looks insane.
This thing looks better, mostly because of this metal plate that says Gibson Custom on the back.
Well, and the top, too.
And the top. But other than that, like, honestly, if you can get like 91 to 95 Les Paul, that is a great price. Yeah, I would.
You think it's just as good?
As a guitar, I think that the 91 I have is just as good as this. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, you haven't really played this yet?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
You have 3 Sir Moderns and you
waited.
cannot wrap your head around a Gibson. Haven't held an R9. Yeah.
If you like, Richard, if you like ESP clips rather than a Gibson, you might like an early 90s Gibson more just because the neck profile is a little less chunky. Like if you like the kind of the thinner C profile on like the LTD stuff, then it might be more to your taste. Because I was definitely the same way.
Yeah.
Like more of like a super Strat guy, and still am. Like I'll never like it. You know what's funny though is even for recording, like I record a bunch of stuff with Dorian's Les Paul with the Evertune, and like it just sonically for those types of guitar parts, like the more punk stuff, like it worked. So I totally get the Les Paul thing. I don't think I'd ever play one live, but yeah, if you're more of like an Eclipse, like an ESP Eclipse, or like a more modern take on that, then try a 90. Like if you can find one, try an early 90s one, and I'm sure that would change your mind a bit.
Les Pauls just sound meaner to me than so many other guitars,
There's a
right?
certain
Like there's
depth
this,
to it, yeah.
yeah. I don't know if it's like just mid-range that. There's a certain bark to
Oh, yeah, that's
and
tight.
bite that like a great
Barks has
example. Hold on here. Why don't we trade for a second?
Sure.
I'm more of a mug-blooded American than Barks, so.
You want to play this?
No, I'm gonna grab something else. You got to stand there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if I can make sure the Herc stand will do the job that I want.
Yeah,
The offset, I never know.
I was gonna say as it gets
This is
knocked
pretty
over.
light, eh? That definitely is lighter than the 91.
Yeah. Way lighter than that black custom that Kyle bought.
This is, man, it's gloss, but I like it though, like the neck, you know?
Yep.
It's not like super sticky. It's gloss, which I usually am not big into, but it's not, yeah. I'm not getting stuck on it. Oh, should have tuned the low string to standard first. And now, as we tune, everybody,
Yeah. Are you in standard? You can leave it in D.
I'm putting it in standard.
Okay.
Or whatever you want to do.
I don't care.
That feels nice. Oh man, yeah, that feels great. Yeah, like that. Like that's exactly what I was just talking about. Like it's like. Like I would use that for more of like a punk rock tone like that. Like it's bright, but it still has depth to it. Like chunky, but still articulate.
Okay. My main thing that I want to show here is okay. So you're on or purple channel.
Purple
Red
channel,
aggression.
Red aggression, gain about there. We have very different tubes though. I got the 34s in here, so that's
Okay.
gonna sound
So
quite a
I'm
bit
gonna give it a little bit more
More top
presence
end.
and treble.
different.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what pickups are in here? Probably just to get some custom shop pickups.
I'm not sure. I'll check and see what it says here. So you hear how there's just like yours is just a little bit kind of hairier and gnarlier than.
Well, the 34 is too, but yeah.
Like I love PRSs, but I don't know, man.
There's so much
something
meat,
about
there's
that.
so much
Yeah.
meat to it. Because even with the
This is
KT88s and
super
the
smooth.
6L6s, yeah, this is still bigger. Is that it? Dad
Yeah.
growl. Man, yeah, this thing sounds crazy good. I'm gonna hit that with the tilt boost and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah, because like Sean literally did a video on that, like the tilt boost with a Les Paul, like guitar like that, where it is a bit bigger. Like right away, listen to the attack. So this is without. And as soon as you hit it.
Yeah. There's just something a little more polished about the Paul Reed Smith that, like, I will say that, like, the neck on here,
Slimmer.
the neck on here is a little bit slimmer, but also is a little more comfortable. And for some reason, PRS's finish, like, while it's a high gloss finish, it doesn't, my hand doesn't stick the same way it does on a Les Paul at all.
This doesn't to me. A lot of Les Pauls I have played do. The R9 and the like some of the other ones don't, but this definitely does not stick too much to me. Yeah.
Like what else is crazy about that? So the PRS is a Tremonti too. What's crazy about that is that this guitar has 11s on it for sure, and that feels like it's either 9s or 10s.
This is for sure 10s.
Yeah. And it sounds that meaty versus this.
Yeah. And again, with an EL34 bass amp versus 6L6.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, just like, that sounds good too, though.
I will say that this sounds like almost more full sounding, but just not as gnarly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Like this one still has a little more high mids. Like, that's crazy. Like this starts headbanging.
What's up, Eric? I would like to take just a minute, though, for everybody to appreciate the top on this guitar, though, because this is probably one of my favorite finishes on any guitar.
That's the blue?
Ever.
Oh, that's the, yeah. That
Yes,
one's
contour
nice.
burst. Yeah.
Yeah.
PRS has finishes down, and they destroy Gibson's finishes, in my opinion. That guitar is gorgeous, like the Les Paul, but yeah,
Yeah.
PRS.
Do you want the spec?
What's that?
Do you have any of the 91s sitting there?
Yeah, I have one of them here. Yeah, let's compare those.
Yeah. I'd be curious to try. Custom to compare with the 490 and the 498 pickups. Do we have a Les Paul custom here?
Yeah, I do. I don't know how
The black one?
old the black one that's in my office, but is that 498?
It's an, I don't know.
The black customs.
You would know.
Like 1980 custom?
You would know better than I would.
I don't. I'm terrible at stuff like that.
The rev light is on. I think it's just the lighting is lighting in a different light.
Smash that like button for us there, guys, if you
light button.
if you're liking what we're doing. Hold on.
That's like the rock lead tone right there too. You can't really argue that. Okay, yeah, I kind of understand. I get why.
Do you want to take this, just hang that up there, actually hang both those up there. What's up, Burf?
Oh.
What do you guys think? This is the 91. What do you guys think? 91 versus the R9 for...
Dude, like,
This seems to have more output.
the Model Friedman is by your right arm,
Like,
Derek.
my-
That's the Phil X.
Yeah, Phil X.
Yeah,
The Philadelphia X, idiots.
Philx. It's a good amp.
Bam!
I feel like these pickups are hotter playing the two of them.
You wanna switch?
Do you know,
Do you know?
yes, no.
Do you know?
Dave, you are completely correct. The R9 needs new strings, but so does this. The 91 doesn't have new strings either. Yeah.
Shredder Jones over here.
He heard Yingwei.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man, that guy was cooking in the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Also, he's batshit crazy. So, you know, it's fun. Feel the weight difference between that thing and this thing.
Oh man, can I try that quick? Just
Yeah.
After playing
Yeah,
the R9, let's give her a shot. The top on this is insane. This thing is so heavy, but this bridge definitely contributes a little bit of weight.
Oh, yeah. Hey, off topic. I'm about to order a Gator case for the G50. Do you guys know if it will fit well?
I'd have to send the dimensions.
No idea. I don't know. Does Gator have, like, do they do custom cases or is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hot, eh? See how the pickups, like, you can feel how much hotter the pickups are when you play.
This definitely is hotter.
Hey,
Oh man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty meaty.
Luke, could you grab the other 91 out of the bag? It's in the bag from Sweetwater.
Luke just starts doing this every time.
Oh, that hurts. that one. Stupid.
Sorry, everyone.
Okay,
Got a little
so
carried away there.
yeah, the 91s have hotter pickups.
Yeah.
And this 91 has a thinner neck than that 91.
Oh yeah?
They sound pretty similar though, don't they?
It's my dad rock riff.
That's Rob Baker's riff from the.
Is it really?
From the G3. Remember the G3 video that he did?
Never heard it.
Yes, that's it. It's like a version of Unskinny Bop.
Colton just literally do like the 4th and 5th fret, or the 4th and 6th fret with the open string above it. And then on the B and the G, it's the 3rd and 5th. Something like that.
Hey, Jeff, we're both using 120s right now.
That's the one we brought to the show.
Yeah, this is the 91 we brought to the show.
And that's the OG.
Okay.
That's the OG Derek 91.
Okay.
That isn't Dorian's.
So let's
switch. Is this one obviously is not as heavy either then? No, this is the heaviest one for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely that bridge. Colton, go for it. I've never used that in a song and I probably never will, so it's all yours. Go for it.
I mean, the pickups sound pretty similar to me. What do you guys think?
The neck is a bit thinner on this. Like
Not a lot, but a
very,
little bit.
very, very marginally thinner. Hold on. I feel like this is a little more toppy.
I think your amp is more top because of the 34s.
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say I don't even know if I could find much of a difference in the guitar.
This amp is a little, or this guitar's a little more ugly with that finish. I don't think I would sell both of these and get another R9. I actually prefer the 91s over the R9 for sound.
This is probably my favorite one still, I think, out of the 91s. The R9 looks the best, and it has a different sound, but I really like how this feels. Like, come on. I know that's not generally most people here are going to use a Les Paul for, but...
Jeff, yes, I think everything is here for your amp. Now, I got to double check in the morning, but I'm pretty sure it is. Perf's going to steal your riffs at the show tonight. You're not stealing my riffs, Perf? Okay, so then back to the... Oh, you guys wanted to hear the custom, right? So there's 1980 custom. Why don't you hold that for a second?
Is that the heaviest one? Let me see.
I think so.
No, I think blonde is heavier, but I think the bridge probably plays a role in that because it has the fine tuners and all that stuff, which is a great thing to have on that guitar. That one stays in tune the best.
Yeah, Dan, I steal this line from my buddy Paul Yee all the time, and that is that heavy things sound heavy. So
yeah.
We like heavy things. Doesn't matter if the amp weighs a lot or the guitar weighs a lot. I also say that from a position where the only time I play guitar is where you guys are watching right now. So I get to sit down while I do it. I don't have to have it slung around my neck for 3 hours. Oh, this sounds awesome.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds a little less boomy to me.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, like, to my ears versus what you were just playing at least.
It needs, this guitar needs a refret.
I'm curious to go back to the R9 after trying these.
Yeah, you want to try this one, and then we'll go to the R9?
Sure.
We're going to try the R9 first.
Yeah. Here. Yeah, I'll go back to that for a sec. We'll switch these. Be very careful with that.
There's more Pauls, not less Pauls. Oh, I did it. I did it.
Wasn't that Dorian's thing?
Probably. I'm pretty sure everyone has made that joke that has more than 2 Les Pauls.
Okay. So this is significantly lower output. Yeah, significantly lower output.
Yeah, this is actually.
You're gonna hate me, but no, I do like the 91 more, I think.
So, best guitar tip that you've learned over the years? You go first.
Listen more, play less.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I was given a tip. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that's the most important lesson that I've learned is to actually like not be concerned about how fast I was playing or what I was playing, be more concerned about listening to what I was playing. Do you know what I mean by that?
And listening to that, and also listening to like what other people are playing, and listen to just what you're hearing, and try to analyze that in ways that you can contribute your own idea to it.
I would also say probably the best tip that I was given is the fact that like don't teach Derek all the tricks on the guitar.
I have failed at that one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's also true.
Yeah.
No, I would say probably the best tip is that like your gear shouldn't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the gear is for you to play better, but you should be able to play well on a cheap guitar and a cheap amp and still be able to get through a gig. And if you can't do that, then you need to practice. That was probably the best advice I was given. Colton, did you give me your tip, Colton?
Yeah. His was that SGs are good and that you should come play their SG. Come on, Luke.
No way, guys.
I do, Rob, yeah.
What's up, Robbie?
Is that your video riff, Rob? I promise you I never watched that video.
Rob, that's pretty close to that part.
I'm just like making a classic rock riff. Which I'm sure Rob was doing too, because he's the king of that.
Rob Baker is the king. Hey, Brad, don't feel attacked because I don't practice either. Just because I was given the tip doesn't mean I listened to it. I just stopped gigging instead.
And this thing's sweet.
Oh, Rob Baker called Luke a commie the other night.
Called you.
No.
I was like, hey, how's it going, man? Nice to like officially meet you, because it was over the phone. He's like, Luke's a commie. I was like, all right, I see you fit in well here.
Yeah.
They're friends for a reason.
Yes. Yeah, there it is. The G3 video.
Is it?
Yeah, it's close there. It's the Poison Unskinny Bop riff.
Is that what it is?
That's what.
Maybe that's subconsciously where I heard it, because I just kind of started playing that.
That is. I'm not saying this because he's watching. That is probably that or Jason Ross's
country
thing.
Yeah.
Riff on the 100p.
Mm-hmm.
Rob's. That's probably one of my favorites that anyone's ever done, because his guitar solo in that sounds ridiculously
great.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Ronnie, Rockin' Ronnie's here tonight.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Ronnie wants you to play either Jesse's Girl or.
Is that it?
Yeah. There you go. With way more reverb than ever. So, yeah. Rob and Luke didn't even argue it. That's true. You didn't try to argue it at all.
I never do. I just take it.
There you go. What about Whitesnake?
I don't know any Whitesnake.
You know,
Unless
here I
that's
go
a-
again.
I can learn it.
What's our favorite cab here? The two notes.
Non-rev cab, probably Mesa oversized 412.
This guitar does sound really good.
Can I try that one now? Good. You know what? Like the 91, I think is more my taste, but this thing, like every time I'm picking it up now, I play something that I like.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that it's lower output, I do enjoy a bit.
Sam will end up being a Les Paul player. Simulation is futile. Also, I will end up loving Fiesta Red. I got 6 years, guys, and then I'm getting a Fiesta Red Strat.
I like how we commented on Tyler Tomlinson's post that I don't think he understood. Okay, so right off the top, this feels more stable tuning it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This one has more top end for sure. These strings are too light for me though. 79s.
Yeah. To be honest,
Yeah, there's no sustain.
did we change the strings on that after I got it from Kyle? Most of the Les Pauls have come in here. We must have changed those strings.
It's like choking there, you can hear it. There's no tone, that's why 9s suck.
Was that one that you used?
No, I think that has 10s on it or 11s, but it's
Definitely not 11s.
the fretting is like it needs a refret.
Was that the
Yeah.
one that we used for String Joy video?
Scott, there is
Oh, hey. Hey, Dad. I got your backpack.
Brent. No, we don't have an exclusive deal. I just used to work at Two Notes, so that's why we started using the Torpedo Embedded and used that for our
There's been a couple of those tonight.
IR loader.
hour loader.
Because I actually have always loved the Two Notes Torpedo stuff. I think it's awesome. And Scott, I will never be a fan of Shell Pink, but Fiesta Red is coming. There's no way it's not. Like, as soon as I hit 50.
You like the Road Flare Red, but you don't like Fiesta Red. Like they're close.
No, they're not even close. Fiesta or Road Flare Red is more like
It's pretty close.
Like on the color spectrum, they're very close. I would say it's just like the intensity of the
The
color.
hue, yeah.
It's like a more saturated version of Fiesta Red.
sorry,
You had a red Strat for a minute there, didn't you?
I did. He should
Is
start a
it Ameri-
GoFundMe.
Is-
Yeah, but I got to let you know, Michael, you're going to have to raise a lot of money because the only Fiesta Red Strat that's going to work is a 63. Otherwise, right, Baker, is it 63 or 64? Remind me.
63.
No, is that his year?
Oh, I don't know. I
No,
just know
Rob
that's
has
the
a
year.
theory. Rob, if you're still watching, please chime in with your theory about like all guitars from it's either 63 or 64 are awesome. So, okay, can you scroll up? Oh, Colton asked what year the Recto was. I don't know what year it is. I know it's a Revision F dual rec, and then I've got 2 Revision G triple recs as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be, in former life, a big Recto fan. I played one very recently. I actually played one while we were at Sweetwater that they had there. And they're cool. I think I've just gotten kind of used to how our high gain channel sounds now, where it's more difficult for me to dial in a rectifier than what it used to be.
Without the pedals you want. Like you can definitely get it there with the right stuff in front of it.
Oh, you want to know the oversized cabinet? This is the 6x12s that we did for Comeback Kid that's over to the side of me, if you can see that.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
He's talking about the oversized cap that you were talking about, Sam. The Mesa one.
What was the question, sorry?
He's just asking what year you would want.
Oh, I don't know if I'd have a preference. Any of the the flat oversized 412s
Yeah.
are awesome.
Yeah. Yes, pre-CBS.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not super picky with cabs. Like, yeah, give me something with a decent amount of low end.
Yeah, Brent, the Torpedo is killer stuff. So we got involved with Two Notes. For those of you guys who don't know like how this all came about. So it originally started with me talking to Fluff about, was there something I could use to record silently at home but still play a tube amp? And Fluff was like, yeah. He's like, the Torpedo. And I'm like, okay. So I bought a Torpedo Studio. And it was all right, but because I'm not really, and by not really, I'm being very generous to myself by saying not really an engineer, because I can't use Pro Tools to save my ass. And the Torpedo Studio has this weird, like, it's got way better converters than the Torpedo Live. That's correct, right, Manny? I'm saying that all properly. But the output level on the headphone out is garbage. Like, you can barely hear it. And I was honestly wanting to use it to just more practice with and write songs at home at the time. So after I got the Torpedo Studio, I ended up getting the Torpedo Lives for us. And that's when I met Guillaume. We wanted 6 Torpedo Lives to use at the NAMM show.
And that was the first unit I tried that I was like, this is great. Like, that's a good unit for sure. A lot of people were using those, like, when people were using rack stuff with tube amps. Like, that was kind of the first thing in a live setting that did that really well. Yeah,
so so we started using those. Fluff was their AR guy at the time, and then Fluff stepped down and recommended me for the gig, and Guillaume and I knew each other, so I started doing their artist relations. And then that quickly turned from me doing their artist relations to them starting Two Notes North America, and me doing their sales and distribution through Two Notes North America. And then, I worked there from 2017 to January 2020. When we were releasing the G20, I was like, I gotta focus on rev stuff. And Justin Bryant took over for me at Two Notes, and we got the embedded in late 2018, I think, and we released it in the D20 in 2019.
Yeah, that would have been when it started to happen. Yeah, it was 2019.
Oh, Colton's wondering about the guitar cab, which Mesa oversize you liked.
I don't even know as much. That's what I was saying. It's like I don't think I would even know to the degree that he wants to know. I just have played a few of them that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I used to have an oversized Mesa cabinet that was a 98 or 99 that was awesome. Yeah.
Thanks, Luke. Luke just said that for no reason. I don't know what that means.
Does anybody here watching tonight have, like, how many guys have Les Pauls? And if you do, what model of Les Paul, what year of Les Paul? Do you buy into any of the, folklore? This is a 1980, and I got that because it's a birth year Les Paul for me. Because if you aren't smart to figure that out, I was born in 1980. Oh, dude.
Wait, that would make you
Dude, your birth year Les Paul will be awesome.
92? Yeah.
I have your birth year Les Paul already.
It means nothing to me.
Luke. Yours is 2000. Is yours 2003, Luke? Yeah.
If this got refretted, I think this would be probably my favorite one of these.
That one?
If it was refretted, yeah. Like if it was playing properly. Just the neck on this feels great to me. This just feels rock solid. Like this
Robert Baker, I only play More Pauls. I already made the More Pauls joke, dude. You weren't here. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Ooh, 1960 RO Custom Shop reissue. I played one of those on Monday at Flatland Guitar. Tuesday. No, it was Monday. It wasn't Sunday. No, it wasn't, you moron. We got back Monday night. I was correct. It was Monday.
Right.
But, oh man, the RO that they have at Flatland, it's $5,000 US, so it is not cheap. But it's top. Like, instead of being like red here, it's like orange. It is gorgeous. I almost asked, like, want to trade? Like, I'll give you the R9 for the RO. And then I realized that they had it on consignment. I'm like, that guy's not going to go for this. 04 Standard 08 Studio, 2000 Studio Smokehouse Burst. Nice. What does that look like? Send me, if you guys aren't part of the Rev community on Facebook, go join the Rev community on Facebook and drop pictures of your Les Pauls in the Facebook group for us so I can see what those look like. As I cough into my microphone. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Your next Les Paul is going to be a custom? Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice, like, whatever you got up there. That's the Chad Kruger. I was going to say, that looks like the Chad.
I've seen that guitar in person. It's really, really nice. What's up, Trey? We had to buy this soon-to-be headless dad guitar. Oh, Trey.
I love it. I love how quick
I like it more than your Strandberg, dude. So. You're like, I don't know about that. Oh, I just can't stand that Enduro neck. Enduro.
Did you try that Kiesel that was at Flatland?
No, I didn't. The Jason Becker.
Yeah, it was cool.
No, but I saw it.
It was nice.
Nice.
Trey, is there any Les Paul that you would want to play?
What do you? It sounds like the cat pedal. What do the controls do?
I don't know. They don't make any sense.
Put them in the middle.
They all say meow.
They say-
Well, this is the mix.
They all say meow.
Yeah, this is the mix.
Okay.
Okay. This, I think, is the volume.
That's your meow level volume. So if you turn your meow up, then yeah, it'll be louder.
Yeah. And then these are all the different types of meows. So,
But they all sound pretty similar, which is
Okay, that one, if you put some effects on it and like processed it, you can make it sound cool.
oh yeah.
Like a volume swell into it.
Yeah.
Nice. Hit tune.
Hit tune.
Hit tune right there.
Yep. Can you play the old classic of meowing in the name of? Yes, I can. Oh, I gotta turn it off to.
I don't think it'll matter the tuning you played. Sweet, sounds great. It's like half the notes are there. Basil says the greatest pedal since the farter.
So, yeah, I don't know.
man.
I will say this: I bought it because it's completely stupid, much like the fart pedal. But the fart pedal, the lower your note is, the lower the fart is, right?
One of the modes.
I think it's on all of the modes.
It's on wet mode or on dry mode. Wet mode is all over the place. You never know what you're gonna get.
Really? Oh, is it?
As
Okay.
is life.
So this thing. This thing. That one is actually.
That's
like,
kind of
dramatic.
interesting. It's like a ring mod. Yeah, exactly. Cliff says it almost sounds like a ring modulator. That's basically what I think it is to some degree doing. It's just. It's also kind of like the Korg Miku,
Yes.
like in between that and the fart pedal. It's like a worse Miku stomp. Yeah, exactly. That's what they said. Yeah. I don't know if anyone has bought the G120 that was on the Intervals album yet. I don't know if we've checked. We're good. We haven't checked the emails in regards to that yet. So no, it has not been sold yet. I don't know if anyone has emailed about it. We'll give it to whoever reaches out first and is serious about buying it. So if you're interested, send us an email. Can they email you if they want to buy that?
Yep.
Derek@revamps.com.
Trey, you've never had anything better on your channel, dude. Anyway, the only thing I was gonna say about this is I do wish, like, check this out.
Colton hasn't actually. That actually sounds kind of cool.
But I just wish that it would continue to get lower.
Put that like ice delay on it.
Which one?
That,
My delay's screwed.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Strymon.
Shout out to Strymon.
For my third time around broken timeline. Or fourth time around.
Colton has a
From
good
not
question
touring.
that you'll have a good opinion on.
What's that?
Channel level versus master on the amps. Good question.
Channel levels up.
Yep.
Let's go.
So I guess it depends on the amp and what you're trying to achieve. But I personally like running at the channel volume at about 1 o'clock, so like just over noon.
2:30. 2
push-
o'clock. Push that preamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good that way.
Yep. You'll get more saturation that way. If you want
Oh.
if you want more aggressive tones, you will get more out of pushing
Sweet.
the preamp for
Sweet.
sure. Yeah.
Yep. You got to run that channel level hot.
Yes.
Out. Like 2 o'clock.
If that's what you
Yes.
want. If you wanted to maintain some less breakup, push your master more. More breakup, more aggression, push your preamp more. Long story short answer. And that's also the reason people sometimes ask why the clean channel on the 120 doesn't have a gain knob. That's why. It's just meant to be clean. Like it doesn't want to be pushed. It won't push no matter how hard you crank the level on it. So I would do the same thing, Colton. Run it like Derek's saying here at about 2 o'clock. Like you'll get a nice amount of saturation out of the preamp.
So we have Trey here tonight who hates Les Pauls. Anybody else here hate Les Pauls but still tuned in? Luke. Yeah, well, you'll learn. So he's wondering what the signal chain is. I'm going from my guitar into my pedal board, which currently has nothing on.
Can I grab the 91 back? Either or.
Yeah, which one do you want?
Whichever.
Well, which one?
The blonde one.
Your wife's gonna get jealous you saying that, dude.
I don't think so. Here you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah. What do you think? Colton agrees that Luke's a commie. What do you think? Do you think Scott's gonna defend his son? I don't think so.
I don't even know if he was here for when that happened.
Oh, Brent. An SG first. I don't hate you for preferring a Tele Deluxe. For the longest time, honestly, until Dorian started working here, I wasn't a big Les Paul guy. It was, like, I've always loved how they sound when Sam does that. No, not as much.
I won that time.
You did.
Okay, good.
He got me.
I'll stop. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. You can. No, I always love how Les Pauls look. I always love how they sounded, and I always had shitty ones. So I was never really into it, right? And then Dorian came in. I mean, I had the Slash Les Pauls, like the gold one, and and I think I had the Appetite Burst before Dorian started working here. We're gonna start calling Dorian Slash.
Slash real.
Yeah. So I wasn't really into them until Dorian said, like, you need a 91. And then I bought the other 91, like not that one. And then that was it for me. Then it was like, yeah, you're not wrong. And then I've been on a kick like that ever since. Prior to that, I was probably way more of a PRS guy than I was a Gibson guy.
Yeah.
Like way more.
I think Dorian in some way rekindled
the grandfather of cool at our shop. So, yeah.
Good description of Dorian.
Does anyone else notice that Tim Henson looks like a bit like a large bird?
Tim's a good guy.
You'll take a Les Paul over an SG. SGs are the absolute worst. Yeah, I said they stand for shit guitar, but I might buy one this week. We'll see. I am convinced that every local band I heard, like I said earlier in the stream, every local band I heard that recorded heavy stuff with SGs over Les Pauls or PRSs, they always sounded better through SGs. Like if Brent McRae was on here and watching right now, he would absolutely be like, hell yeah, SGs. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm in between because like all these Les Pauls are great. I do like all these quite a bit.
This Les Paul has the opposite of neck dive. It's like,
yeah. That sounds. All of them sound great. You can't really argue with how they sound, dude. Yeah. Teaching Derek intervals chords.
yeah.
Then two.
By Les Paul Jr. double cutaway TV TV Yellow. Yeah, we did see one, but I need the right year. I want a 90s one. Or a brand new one. Yeah, and they do have really thick necks, and I'm not a huge fan of that. That's why I like the 90s ones. Although this 80s one has like the nice neck, but it has a volute. It's weird. I like that for my thumb though.
Derek just doesn't like the neck dive on him.
Neck dive is the biggest issue. I also don't think they look that great. I also think it stands for shit guitar.
It's a personal preference thing,
Yes.
I think, on your end.
Not really. It's mostly that I'm correct.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
No, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, and I'm trying to find a 90s SG to see if I'm wrong. Right?
Yeah. Could compare. See if we
Yeah.
can find one. And do you have a lead on one? You said you did.
I do, yeah. Might buy one this weekend, we'll see.
We're in Mini.
Hey, be quiet. Very good now.
They'll buy them.
Minnedosa.
They'll buy it.
Minnedosa, nice save.
Rocking the fields.
Rocking the fields.
Minnetonka.
Yeah. Minnetonka. I liked Rob Baker's question that I don't know if anybody answered or if we just ignored, but like,
Sorry, Rob.
do people have like other or Les Paul like style alternatives that they like the ESP Eclipse or what was the Schecter one called?
The Tempest.
The Tempest?
The offset.
I have a Tempest.
I used to have one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How is it, Manny?
I love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or is it the Tempest?
Why?
No, it's the Solo.
It was kind of one of the first decent guitars that I got.
Is
and
it the double cut smaller horns?
It is the double cut,
That's not the one I'm thinking of, but I had one of those too, and it was great.
Yeah.
I like Mr. JWJs. I'm willing to admit when you are wrong as well. Nice.
It was the Solo one, I think, was like their offset wide. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I think that personally, I think I like the look of the original the best, just the Les Pauls. I like double cuts like Super Strats. I don't think I'm partial to like a classic body. Like I like how a Sir Modern looks. That's kind of different. I like how Tom Anderson's version of it looks. Those are all kind of different. With single cuts, I think I just like the look of Les Paul's best. I don't know why.
I love single cut PRSs.
Yeah.
Probably more than Les Pauls.
I like the look of Les Paul's more.
Really?
I would say so.
ESP Eclipse 7-string Evertune. Nice. Oh, Michael, you're not wrong. The SG that I'm looking at right now is red. I told you, once you're over 50, Fiesta Red Strat is coming your way. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Tyler Tomlinson is the only person under 50 years old that I know that likes a Fiesta Red Strat. Yeah, it's too bad.
Tyler plays guitar like someone who has been playing guitar for 100 years, so
Are you
makes
saying
sense.
Tyler Tomlinson is a 50-year-old man?
No, I'm saying Tyler is that good at guitar that he could have been playing guitar for 100 years, and I believe you.
Yes.
No, that's all I meant by that. He's just that good at guitar.
So you're saying he looks old?
No, I'm saying Tyler is an insanely good guitar player that
He is.
has way more experience than his age. That's what I'm saying.
Richard said his PRS 594 destroys his Les Pauls. My PRSs are nice. I would say the DGT is the nicest one I have,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely out of your PRSs, yeah.
but it's a very different thing.
Trey, I'd agree. Eclipse is the coolest looking one of the other single cuts that are not Gibsons.
Jeff Kiesel makes me think Kiesel guitars smell like cigarettes.
That's what Basil said.
Oh, Trey's got a bunch of Kiesels, and I've played a couple of them. They're nice. But that is probably one of the best descriptions. I don't know, Jeff, but that's probably the best thing I've seen about somebody in our industry.
Basil.
Yeah.
You're on fire tonight, bud.
Yep.
Yeah, Bill, Eclipses are great. They're a lot easier to play, that's for sure. Actually, yeah, Eclipse is the one I would go with, like an actual ESP, like a Japanese one, 100%.
When you start wearing socks with sandals, what did he say?
They send you one.
Did they send me one? I got sandals at home. If they're gonna send me a new Fiesta Red Strat, I'll get on it. What do I have to do for them to send me a Murphy Lab Les Paul? Is Tyler better than Phil X?
I don't think
Sam and Luke, please discuss. Ooh, I'll be quiet.
I don't think anyone is better than. Okay, here's the thing.
What's up, Jared?
They're both unbelievably good guitar players, so there's no question there.
They're super
insanely
different.
Good.
Yeah, I was gonna
We
say.
watched a jam with Phil X when we were at Sweetwater, and he just smoked. Like, he's so good.
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like he does this thing, but I feel like Phil could sit down and probably play most things. Like
Oh, yeah.
you know, like he's a serious player. So I don't know. There's different things, and then there's Tyler, who's like,
I think he could too.
Tyler could do any of those things just as well. But I don't know. That's the thing. Tyler literally can do everything because he's a session guy. Like, he can literally play anything. Like that was the one thing when we were sitting with him where it's like, oh, someone mentions like this style of guitar player, and Tyler just like destroys something like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I think they both work in a different application. I don't think you could say either of them are better because I feel like Phil also is the type of guy that could sit down and do that.
I have one note about that, but I just want to say this first. Scroll back up for just a
That's
second.
my take
there.
on it. I think they're both. I don't think you could really compare them in a way that they're both great.
Jared asked if either of us have tried a Music Man Majesty.
Yes.
I have. I don't love how the body feels when I'm playing it, but I love Ernie Ball necks.
Yeah.
And Luke hates them, and Luke is like wanting to throw up in his mouth right now. But
No.
I don't-
I don't hate them, but that neck is a little thin for me. I honestly would prefer the Luke.
so good.
Like that kind of
Yes,
V-neck thing.
I was literally just about to say I
Yeah.
like the Lukather.
Yeah, I like the Luke thin neck.
I think we should get Robert Baker's opinion about Phil X and
Rob says the same thing.
and
When
Tyler.
Tyler really lets it rip, it's wild. 100% agree. When Tyler came here to shoot the video for the D40 and he was doing that fusion stuff and started playing, I literally was like, I've never seen anyone do stuff like this in person. And like, I've seen a lot of guitar players, and that's not to flex anyway. It's like I've seen as good of guitar players as you can probably see on planet Earth. And some of the stuff that Tyler was doing when he was just sitting here was just like,
yeah.
man, what is going on?
I like how-
this is crazy. Like, yeah, he was so good.
I like how Pierre is taunting me that like get in touch with Angus Young and ask him about the shit guitar and neck dive. Legitimately, if I met Angus Young and was talking about SGs, I'd be like, how have you played SGs your whole life with the shit neck dive on them? But anyway, about Phil X. Phil X does something that very few guitar players do that I really, really like. And I would say the next guitar player that I've seen that does this a lot is actually Timo Summers.
Oh, yeah?
So those guys wring the neck of their guitar, and they are so heavy-handed and bend their strings in a way that I'm like, there's no way that's not going to break. And it never breaks. and it is always
I've seen Timo do
perfect.
that. Yeah.
And you were like, and I mean, I've seen Timo break strings, but like Phil was doing that during that jam where he like went like this and bent the shit out of it. And I was like, he is not afraid. Like he like pulled, he has a Gibson SG, and he pulled on that neck and on the headstock to bend it like a whammy bar. And it was totally fine. And I'm like, this guy plays with like that level of like intensity.
Yeah.
And like
just like
and strength.
complete command of what's happening.
Yeah, that you don't see in very many guitar players. And while he's doing it, he looks like a 12-year-old who's just figured out how to play his favorite song. He's so excited.
Yeah.
Like he is so into what he's doing that there's like this like childlike excitement while he's doing it, even though he's been doing this for probably 50 years.
Still just as excited about it.
Yes.
And every time that I have briefly met Phil, that's been the energy 100%. Like he's just so stoked to play, so stoked to like be playing with people.
Yep.
You know, it's a great thing.
Oh yeah, the jam that he was doing, all of us were just like, oh, there's no way we want to be part of this. Like it was, the 3 chords that they were playing were not great. And it went on for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And Phil was just having a blast, so yeah. So, Trey, why would we hate your Kiesel? Is it headless? Is that why? Because that's all it needs for me to hate it. Yeah.
What's that chord? Stretch one, or a stretchy chord, but a good chord.
If you guys aren't part of the Rev community, or if you're not on our newsletter or anything like that, go to our website, sign up for that. Also, go to Facebook, find the Rev Amplification community, come join it. Post pictures of your rigs and stuff like that. That's all I do is keep sending random shit that Luke and I find, or that, you know, I find when I'm in my travels. And yeah, it's just a fun place to hang out and shoot the shit about guitar culture.
Yes,
you know?
And gear.
Kiesel is too bright. Okay.
I've seen darker colored ones. Sonically?
Trey's gonna send me a picture. Oh, you're not wrong that I hate it.
Oh, I would play that.
Oh, it's
Trey,
not.
I would play that like ironically, but I bet you it plays great.
Boo this man. Boo. I don't like the headless thing either.
That sounds so good. Whatever, man.
What do you got?
That sounds so good. The growl of that. I don't use that word often, but like.
Trey, I hate everything you just said.
Nice, Trey. That's sick.
I put a MIDI pickup on it.
There's gonna be
And
a
I'm
ton.
gonna use it to
There's
play
gonna be a
synth
ton of
again.
chicks at those shows. Dude, I'm gonna have so much fun.
It's Trey and Alex. Oh, there it is.
I actually would play that guitar. That looks sick.
Hey, Trey, how many guitars do you have? Also, Robert Baker, if you're still here, how many guitars do you have? Actually, why am I asking them? Everybody in the group, how many guitars do you have? Come on, let's see those numbers. Come on. How many you got, Luke? We'll start with Luke.
Right now,
I gotta count.
How many you got? Man. Manny? Mando?
Like 10 or 12, something like
There we
that.
go.
oh man,
What's
I
your
don't even
favorite?
know.
Currently the Iconic.
Iconic Jazz Master.
Yep.
Nice. Big old fat neck on that thing.
Yeah.
Nope.
I have 7. 7 minus
26?
bases.
Wow. Okay, also, once you post your number, post your favorite. 10, 38. Nice.
12.
Yep.
12.
I know your favorite.
Right now, the Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like all the Aristides are still in heavy rotation. Like I use them daily.
Colton, you
daily.
can give us both the studio and yours. Luke's got 7 guitars, 2 basses. Nice. 5. 3. Jeff's got 365. Yes. Jeff also owns a store. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get an ESP Eclipse, yeah. Like Les Paul's is very hit and miss. Jared's got 6. Nice. Also, like I said, there's probably a lag, but post your favorite. 6, looking for 7. Your JM Pro and Nashville are your favorites. Nice. 60 Custom Shop Strat, Bristolmaster, nice. Those are good. Yeah. Oh, Rob Baker's is his Les Paul Cam. Yeah, his Kalamazoo. 79, right, Rob? Yeah. Revstar with P90s. 335 or D28. Tone Seeker, man, I wish I had a D28. Although I never play acoustic guitar. 5 guitars, 85 Explorer's your favorite. Nice. Luke's now telling us that he has 9 because he forgot some. Oh, 1989 Kramer Night Swan, that's cool. Those are great guitars.
I don't know if I played one.
No? That's Vivian Campbell.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Unless I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's Vivian Campbell. Or I thought the Night Swans were, or he just had a signature Night Swan. Somebody will correct me, because I might be an idiot. Any love for PRS? Yeah, absolutely. I've got Tremonti too sitting right beside me here. And some of my favorite guitars are PRSs. 70 Strat, 80 ESP Eclipse, nice.
Oh, and Nash would be great, Christopher. Yeah, those are great guitars. Where did we play one of those, Luke? Was it Music Store Live?
I played a few.
He just played some at Chicago Music, too.
Chicago Music has a bunch.
Was it Music Store Live that we stopped at there that had them? Like on our NAMM trip?
No, that was Cosonic.
No.
Cosonic.
Was it Cosonic or was it legit music?
It was Cosonic.
Cosonic.
No, it was Cosonic. It was it was in the strip mall where we thought it wasn't a thing, but it was like the showroom.
Yep. Yeah, that's a cool spot.
That was in
near San Diego.
I was gonna say near San Diego.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
forget the area, but
Start with a C.
Carlsbad.
Carlsbad. Yep.
Yeah. Bill, that's too bad, man. That sounds like a nice guitar. Shoot.
Colton has 4. The studio has 25, just at the studio, and then 15 at Bill's house. Very cool. Every time you see Rob Baker, you think of the Tragically Hip guitarist. They're pretty much the same person. Yeah. Except for
Billy Corgan.
What's that?
Oh, Tragically Hip, not Billy Corgan. Sorry, wow.
Whoa.
Brain fart.
Oh,
No,
man.
Never mind. Who's the
Whoa.
Tragically Hip guitar player's name?
Robert Baker.
Robert Bacon.
Robert Bacon.
I had a brain fart there. Sorry. I don't know why I thought it'd be like.
Did you just like Alt Control Delete and restart?
Yeah, I did. I don't like
On the
either of those
stream?
bands. In my brain, I always get, no. I'm not gonna lie. In my brain, like as a younger musician, I always got those two bands mixed up for some reason, and I don't know why, because they're not like that similar.
The Pumpkins and the...
No, they're not at all. For whatever reason, as a kid, I always got them mixed up in my brain, and I have no idea why, and I still do that sometimes, and there's like no similarity whatsoever. It's just one of those weird things in my brain that always has happened. I don't know.
Oh man, picked up a used 2009 Gibson Les Paul Traditional Pro for $1,000. Nice score. Yeah, there was great deals at Guitarfest. Yeah, so Rob actually gets fan messages from people all the time on Instagram thinking that he's the guitarist from the Tragically Hip. I said he should just pretend he is.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you'll make their day, buddy.
Lean into it.
What's going on, Nick? How about, Paul Gilbert's guitars getting stolen in Germany? Did you see that? Was it 4 of his guitars that got
and
stolen?
they're like ones that he's like known for having too. It sucks.
Yeah.
I hate when stuff like that happens, man. Where it's like guitars that have history that are like not just what they are. There's so much more to those instruments, and it sucks when people steal them and sell them for probably a lot less than they're even monetarily worth, let alone sentimentally. Yeah, exactly.
Meth.
Yeah, it's sad.
Where do we find these people that sell these guitars for meth?
I feel like
hear about this all the time.
Germany doesn't seem like a place to me, except for maybe Hamburg, where that would happen. Was it in Hamburg?
I don't know where it was.
I don't know.
But I'm like,
yeah.
I always hear about people stealing stuff and then selling it for like nothing for drugs. And I never see anybody selling stuff for nothing. It's probably because I don't hang out with people who do drugs. So I guess new life goals, everybody. Sam, we got to start hanging out with people who do drugs. He's one step ahead of you, buddy. So, I think it's possible that Tone is nearly dead last in the things I would consider when picking a guitar because I play Rev and everything sounds good through them.
Oh, thanks, Trey.
Thank you, Trey.
Whoa.
I'll Venmo your $100 later.
Testimonial right there.
Yeah. You should check out this band called Gigable.
Okay, cool. I definitely will.
Nice. Tone words, I sell meth. Jared and I sell meth for guitars. I like how Luke is running his own conversation with Colton in the comments.
I just love the guy. What can I say?
Did I see that Guitar Center in Atlanta received a return amp filled with meth? No.
Cool.
That's amazing, though. If you pull down, does it click on the binding? No, it does not. It just falls off the fretboard on this. How about on that one?
Wait, what are we testing for?
Pull the E string down, and does it click on the binding or get stuck on the
No,
No.
not on like this. No, not at all.
Hey guys, any great tips on how to get a great single coil tone like intervals or polyphia? I own a G120 Mark III and just wondering the best approach to that sound. Your moment to shine has arrived, Samuel.
Have we got the guy for you?
We have Mr. Intervals here this evening.
That's right. No.
Yeah, sorry.
No. You need not this
Just
guitar.
wait. Can we call you Intervals Light?
No.
No?
Not at
Intervals
all.
2?
No, not at all.
Antervals?
No. Okay,
How far down are you pulling to the point that it falls off the fretboard and
here's
wraps
what
around?
you do. Okay, you want, I don't have a compressor here, but a compressor is important and a boost and a mid-gain amp channel with a decent amount of top end and compression. So you have the 120 MK3, I would go channel 2. I would go with the blue drive, and I would turn the bright switch on, and I'd boost your highs and your mids a little bit. I'm on position 2, which on this guitar could be either a hum and a middle or a single and a middle, depending on what you like. I actually kind of like the hum in the middle for that type of tone because you do get a little more attack out of it.
Samtervals, yeah, there you go.
So this is just the amp channel based on that. So this is bridge. So when you go to position 2, you get the middle with the bridge. And that's where, honestly, where like 90% of it comes from is the pickup. Then someone says cut 400 hertz. The tilt boost kind of does the same thing. So if you have a pedal like a tilt boost or something, you can use to kind of cut a bit of the low end out of that and kind of boost the mids and like the overall gain just a little bit because the boost does help. And yeah, compressor to taste, but this is with the tilt boost.
There it is, folks.
That's how you do it.
Also, outervals.
There
I don't
you
mind
go.
that one. Samtervals or outervals.
Outervals. Yeah.
So
Key to that is the split coil. Like you need either like a position 2 on a Strat or something that is splittable. Like if you have an Ibanez, you could do position 2. Bit of compression, something to kind of shuffle the low end a bit, and then a boost and like a mid gain channel, and you should be good to go. Yeah, no problem.
also key to that is having hands. So that helps.
I mean, you have to pick. Yeah, pick attack helps for sure. Pick hard.
I tried to throw a pick at them while they were telling stories and making fun of us, and it did not work. The pick didn't even come close.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like picking like this versus like with the split versus
Yeah.
You do have to pick pretty hard. But like that doesn't necessarily mean taking big pick strokes, just direct pick attack, you know, like
Guys are idiots. I recently reunited Ryan and Roxy with a stolen GMP V, serial number 1, from back in 2004 in Calgary. Met the guy by chance buying something on Kijiji. That's awesome. I had a GMP Roxy for a while, and it was a cool-ass guitar, man.
yeah.
And cool that you got him back, like, serial number 1. Also, Colton says, wait, so why isn't Sam in intervals?
I was just a touring member. Like I toured with the band from 2016 to 2020.
Yeah, and then what happened is one night there was a horrible fight. It was a horrible snowstorm, and Sam was unimpressed with the accommodations that were provided, which was just the, what do they call those things?
The bandwagon.
The bandwagon that they were in.
The RV with no suspension.
Sam had an issue because, well, horrible snowstorm.
Snowstorm, yeah.
Snowstorm.
Rooming with Derek.
Yeah, I was gonna say you weren't there. Hold on.
Couldn't go outside, so he had to do what is never allowed, which is bus dumps, buddies.
Bumper
And,
dumpers not allowed
yeah.
in the bus only.
And Sam was like, look, Aaron, I love you. I love this band. I love touring. But it's got to go. And I'm not going outside. So that was it. Sam dropped it in the bus. And then he hot bagged it, doing the respectful thing. Nice little hot bag for everybody to sew his
No one
bag.
ever had to hot bag.
And then,
It was good.
and then that was it. They kicked him off the bus that night. And we were like, what? Just because the guy had to drop a deuce? Come on.
That's exactly how it happened, man.
I know.
I
You're
didn't want the internet to know. Yeah.
You're reliving your ejection from intervals.
There
on the
was
road.
literally none of that. Literally just things post pandemic changed. Like I had different bus dumps. I don't know, man. Things changed post COVID. Like I had some opportunities come up, and at the time, it just was what I needed to do. And those guys were cool. Like there was a couple of tours that I kind of subbed out, and Aaron was cool with. Like we're all super tight. Like I still play in a band with Jacob, Nathan drums for that stuff. Like it literally was just kind of a circumstantial thing. And with intervals being the way it is, with it being Aaron's project, like the rule was always whoever does the gig last gets dibs on the gig. And Travis came in and has just been slaying it. And he's a good dude. We've known him through Theos. He used to play in Scale the Summit, and he's crushed it. So yeah, it's good. Still super tight with all those guys. And if it ever presented itself, sweet. But yeah, just circumstantial change.
Yeah, so would you say you regret the bus dumps then at this point?
Yeah, probably. We should have got a grinder. It would have been good. Bumper dumper.
Yeah. Were you the one telling the story about, are we allowed to tell it?
No.
Okay, how about we just say there was a band that shall remain nameless, that somebody hot bagged it.
No, it wasn't the hot. Oh.
Somebody hot bagged
Oh. Yeah. No, this isn't the story I was thinking of. Yeah, there was a band we were on tour with in Europe, and that's when it's a shared bus. And someone had to hot bag it, and we were on on the highway. We're like, you can't stop. Someone had to hot bag it. Decided to throw it out the window. Bag opens. All over a side of bus. Said person has to clean it when we stop at a rest stop.
Yeah.
And it was really funny. It was towards the back of the bus, so it wasn't a ton, but it was still really funny.
For anybody who has never been on a tour bus or been touring, there's only one major rule.
Don't poop on
which
the
is
bus.
don't poop on the bus.
Yeah.
And it seems so dumb to me that it's because the septic systems on the bus aren't really designed for it.
No,
like,
they're not
why
at all.
wouldn't you just, like RVs are,
Yeah.
so why wouldn't you just design it to be able to handle it?
And I mean, at the same time, though, even with that considered, like there is limited ventilation, and it is also just kind of like a courtesy thing. Like if you don't have to, then
Yeah,
like
I agree. It's kind of
Yeah.
like I stayed in a hotel with Luke on the way home. We got to the hotel late one night after having Taco Bell. And,
again.
oh yeah,
Oh, that's the second late night Taco Bell. We did that in Fort Wayne once too.
yes.
That was awesome. That was a great time.
So we get to the hotel and Luke's like, it's time. Because Luke,
Hold on, you went first.
I just...
We don't need to talk about
I
this
just
right now.
went pee.
No,
you
you
went in
didn't.
Guys,
there.
we don't
oh
need
no,
to.
I didn't go first. You're a liar because I said I needed to go, and you were like, I would give it at least 30 minutes.
Oh,
Anyway,
that was the first night.
so
Yeah. Okay.
Luke is too young to realize that the proper move is that hotel lobbies have
No,
bathrooms that
I
are
just
clean.
don't care. I'm just going in, man.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, Luke.
Oh,
do you?
You
don't
started
like
this.
us talking about the fact that Luke dropped a really smelly Duke?
you guys just arguing over like
No, we're not.
who went to the bathroom where and when? It's just like not super
Well, it's
important to
really
me as a person. Like, I
not?
just don't really care.
Why not?
Yeah. So,
We do need this Taco Bell right now.
oh, Taco Bell was really good. Taco Bell in the U.S. is better than Taco Bell in Canada.
Oh yeah.
Like by a lot.
By an exponential amount. Yeah.
Yes.
There's no question.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. McDonald's is better in Canada.
Also, okay, let's for all of our American friends. Is it Doritos Los Tacos? Is that what it is?
Doritos Locos Tacos.
Doritos Locos Tacos or Crunchwrap Supreme. Come on, let's see the votes. Or the 5-layer burrito
I do
Supreme.
the mix. I just like getting different stuff, dude. I do the 5-layer burrito and a couple of Doritos Locos Tacos, and if I'm feeling spicy, I'll get the fries with the whatever it is. I don't know, the cheese and stuff.
Basil took a dump on a yacht once. Knew it was gonna be huge. He knew it was gonna be huge. And he was nervous and he had to get the captain to fix it. Well done, Basil.
Basil, you're on a roll tonight, bud. This
Yeah.
is great.
Is a chili restaurant at an airport a good idea? I mean, if Chili's is all they've got, you know.
Trey, thank you.
Oh, Crunchwrap Supreme.
With a Doritos Locos Tacos instead of a regular one. No one has said that on its own yet.
I read Corey's comment as Taco Bell breakfast tasters.
Trey, thank you. Too much tortilla.
It is not. Come on.
Most of the stuff there
Baby
tastes.
wipes and
Okay,
Depends.
here's my thing. Most of the stuff at Taco Bell tastes the same. It's just a matter of the texture that you prefer. Like it's all the same crappy beef and cheese sauce and whatever. Like I just like.
Whoa, 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 whoa. This is not crappy cheese sauce. The beef, yes. But the rest of it is fine.
How many cans of that cheese did you get?
Man, like 6.
What cheese?
Like shitty, like gas station nacho cheese
Oh no.
that I brought home. Yeah, we're gonna have
Oh,
nachos
boy.
like one of the streams coming up, boys.
And it's just gonna be that cheese.
Well, no, I'll have real cheese on there too, but you'll get both.
Nice. We've descended into food and poop talk. That's the way that we
What?
go.
Everybody needs to eat and everybody poops, and sometimes, well, almost all the time, poops funny.
Sometimes I guess it feels better to talk to people about it.
It does. Are you not having fun with the rest of us? Notice how they're all laughing.
They're laughing at me for having to put up with
and
this.
Basil's telling poop stories about pooping on a yacht, buddy.
No, I'm laughing
Come on.
at the poop, man.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, fine. Sorry. I'll grow up. Sorry, guys.
No, it was good times. Taco Bell.
Yeah, American Taco Bell is always a treat.
Taco Bells keep closing in
Baja
Canada,
Blast
probably
margarita.
because he got a Baja Blast drink the
Not a
night that we
margarita.
went. Yeah.
It wasn't a cantina.
So he couldn't bring himself to give the captain a proper heads up and just told him the toilet wouldn't flush. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate your story. I'm old enough to realize that poop's funny. So, oh, Mando's got a story, but he's not telling. Come on.
I literally just said to him, say it. Say what you were going to say.
What were you going to say, Manny?
Oh, nothing.
Hey, everybody, tell Manny. Let's peer pressure Manny and bully him into saying whatever he was going to say.
He'll only say it if you smash the like button, though.
Oh, yeah. Everybody smash that like button, and then Manny's going to unleash his story on us.
Yeah, as long as we get enough likes, yeah.
Eric, I left. You guys are talking about Les Pauls, and you come back and it's shit.
I was saying we've descended into chaos in the last half hour of this
Way of the
stream.
road, bubs. Way of the road. Anybody else have any comments or questions about Manny and his story? My guitar got super quiet there.
Yeah, it's like half volume now. I don't know what you did.
Something happened. I don't know what happened. Might have blown a tube. Sam Shed. Nice. Sam shed that button for us.
Luke's thrown down to the boot scoot. Nope.
You don't want to play 12-bar blues, buddy?
That's, the boot, that's the old boot scoot and boogie. More meow on the monitors, please. They're asking for.
Yeah, that was about as good as it gets. Oh, he's doing the old boot scoot for you
Luke's doing
there.
the old scoot. But I gave you an opportunity there to meow over the whole thing, and you didn't take it.
Yeah. You guys have any other questions? Great to see the mayor of Winnipeg at Sweetwater, Brent Fitz. Yeah.
Is
Fitzy might be here this week or next week.
I heard that.
I'm gonna see if I can get him to come on the old Gearsy Beersy and chat it up for a bit. Play some.
Oh, I thought we were doing that.
I think so. I gotta talk to him though. Make sure. Oh man, yeah, that's a gross story, pure. Imagine the horror. Imagine. What other questions you guys got for us? We got 10 minutes before Sam turns into a pumpkin.
It's funny every week.
It is. It will never not be funny. We need to make a special head with the. Oh, Flux. I'm sorry that I have not answered that. So the two amps that are underneath the telephone over here, behind Sam. So the top one is actually the prototype Rev generator. That was the first amp that Dan ever built. It is a 30-watt generator, 2 channels, and it has a really interesting high gain channel. And by interesting, I mean amazing. It sounds killer. And then the one underneath that is my Mark I Generator 120, the first 120s that we ever built and sold. So, yeah.
Colton, yes, we traced it to a specific batch of charge pumps.
That only some were a problem with, so
Yeah.
it was like sporadic.
It was not a universal. It was essentially an annoying component-related issue that we did trace. So if yours does that, let me know. We'll get you sorted.
Trey, that's a really good question. And I know you're making fun of us for it, so thank you for that, you dick. But anyway, what percentage of people who buy your amps actually make music with them, do y'all reckon? I mean, I'd like to think that the majority of people who buy our amps write their own songs.
Are you talking about writing and recording? Because I would say, like,
don't know.
specifically during COVID, when we had that whole make music at home thing, like, like it seemed like there was a ton of people writing and recording because everyone was at home. And I think that's honestly part of the reason that the D20 did so well when it came out was a timing thing. Because there was a lot of people at home writing and recording and playing. So I think, yeah, like, during that time, for sure, a ton of people.
Yeah,
You know?
if you're talking about people who actually, like, are full-time musicians, I would say very, very few.
Getting there, yeah. But
Nah, I have so many better things to make fun of you about. That's also true. But yeah, I would say that, I don't know. I don't know. I do think there are a lot of people like me that buy amps, and probably a lot of them have bought our amps as well. But like, I have a lot of amps here that I have not played for more than 10 minutes, ever. But I like them. And I have this delusion that one day I will use them. And one day my band will record music again.
the band that I'm going to record drums or program drums for you for.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, no, I think that's, yeah, Weekend Warriors lots. But I do think that there's a lot of people who, you know, it's one thing I find really interesting is when we go to shows, the amount of people that I have seen from Rev Community or from Gear and Beer or like that I've emailed back and forth with that I'll say like, hey, like, you know, it's great to meet you. Sit down, like, here's my like Schecter, or here's my 91, here, play. Like, and this is the new G50 or the new D40. Yeah. And the amount of people that won't play because they're in a setting where there's anyone else watching. It's astounding the amount of people that do that. You know? And like, to a certain degree, I get it because I get that for some reason, you know, music and guitar has become, you know, a little bit of a competition for people of like who's the better player, who's not. That's part of why I like being on here with Sam because I don't give a shit how many times I mess up or what wrong notes I hit or whatever it is. Like, I know that Sam is a technically better guitar player than me, but that has no bearing on how I feel about myself as a guitar player. I still love the guitar. I still love playing.
We also have very different goals as guitar players, and I think, and that's the thing. It's like I think everyone has a different goal that they aspire for, and I don't think if they're hitting a different goal than someone else that makes them any better or worse. Like, it's just kind of a matter of being about where you want to be and finding that so that you can enjoy playing.
I think if you just want to have fun, and whether your fun is like in becoming a more proficient player or if it's in getting better sounds, like I think that's the thing that's probably changed the most for me in the last 10 years is my ability to dial in good tones. Yep, like, totally. That's part of why when I play rectifiers now, I have a harder time because you
have to work at it more.
Yeah, and like I didn't have great tone back when I used it, and that's not a slag against the rectifier. That's just you know, the way I used to play. I just you know, I started out with Goose in the Game like everybody does, and you know, lots of bass and like and this nice huge fat sound. So so anyway, that's my little comment about that. That like, and also an encouragement to all of you guys that if you guys come out to any shows with us, I don't care what your skill level is. Like, we have lots of people who come to things that they're just learning. Like, sit down and play shit because you know what? There's a good chance you're not going to get a chance to play some of the stuff. Like, yeah, like if you, you know, you might not get a chance to ever play a Schecter USA Custom Shop again. So grab mine and play it while you get a chance. I might say earlier, rectos are amazing, but man, they are tricky to get tone out of. Yep, 100%. What was it? Can you scroll up? There's one other thing I was gonna comment on there. Oh, Cliff asked how many amps do I have? I'm actually not sure. I think 40 plus. Oh, I think over 40 that are not revs. So probably 50 or 60. Yes, Trey, 100 people or 100% people forget about the personal enjoyment aspect of making music, which is what you should get out of it.
It's
Not
why you should do it.
Yeah.
But it's like I go through that all the time, like working in various areas of music. I'm like so depleted when I get to the area that I want to do for myself sometimes.
Right.
Because you spend that energy on other creative things, and it's easy to forget that you started doing it because you liked it, and you still like it, but there are moments where there's so much going on that it's hard to appreciate it. So yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, like I find the older I get, the more I'm interested in finding like cool sounds and seeing how like pieces of gear feel like dynamically. And I'm way more interested in the gear than I am in sitting down and writing songs and playing. Like, and that's partially because I work for a gear company, right? So the idea of cool new sounds is always really exciting to me, and to check out, which is why I like going to guitar stores and checking stuff out. And I like, as much as it may not seem like it, I like when I can be proven wrong about my theory about something. Like that if I've had a misconception about like, oh, Les Paul's all
You can
like
kind of relearn
go out of
something.
tune and suck.
Yeah.
Like to wait, no. There's a reason it's one of the most iconic guitars on the planet, and so many of our heroes have played them.
Totally,
right?
man. I've had a lot of those moments recently where, and again, maybe it's just when I say maybe I'm getting older, maybe I've just tried enough things now to kind of resign to the fact that if it sounds good, it sounds good, and whether it's for me or not is another thing. But I've kind of landed on that with Les Pauls too. It's like, yeah, there's just a certain thing that it does in a way that other guitars don't, and
Yep.
you know, when that time arises is when I would go to it.
When are we going to get Trey on Gear and Beer? What do you guys think of that? Actually, Kyle Bull was asking me about that. I like drastically prefer when, yeah, I just want to be Mythbusters. No, I don't. I mainly just want to be like, I've had very few like hard opinions on things. Like the SG is one of my like hard and fast opinions. And then I'm like, but wait, maybe I might be wrong a little bit. And, you know, I want to see if I'm wrong, because I also like the idea of being very right. That also appeals to me a lot.
I like on the stream 2 weeks ago, you were like, yeah, I like rat pedals, and then after you tried a couple, you're like, so I guess I don't like rat pedals.
Yeah.
It was like so fast.
Yep.
It's like, hey,
100%.
Sometimes it just takes trying something to know, man. And it's gone the opposite way many times too, where you're like, I don't think I'm gonna like this, and you try it, and you're like, whoa, I get it now, you know.
So what I was going to ask you guys about, or what I started asking about there. So with Trey, like I prefer when we have guests in-house over when they zoom in. What do you guys think, though?
In-house for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Trey, we do the Gear and Beer Roadshow, and I mean, NAMM is a thing and a time. So, I mean, it would make sense when we're in the California. Oh, fly up. Oh. You should fly up in like February.
Trey, you should come up sometime just to say you did it. Come in the cold and brave it.
Bring one of your dumb headless guitars. Yeah. So we got. So Dave says in-house. What do the rest of you guys say? In-house. Jeff. Yeah. I do also have gear, and you can bring your own booze. Yeah, it would be fun to do Gear and Beer from Trey's place, and then like maybe Trey could like try to convince me that headless guitars don't suck balls, you know? Because he said he has 10 of them. He's got to have one that I don't hate. Just that one with that Endura neck.
I don't mind it. It was trying to switch back and forth between. I'd have to stick to it if I was going to do it, I think.
Yep. In-house. Yeah, see, I prefer when they're here, too. That's just tough because, well, in-house but in separate rooms. Nice, Brad. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just tough to do because Winnipeg is in the middle of nowhere, so it's not easy to get to.
And flying here is tough.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah.
Although Trey could come pretty easily because there's a direct flight from Los Angeles.
Devin, this is my Tom Anderson Raven HSS.
Trey, we should get you and Grandma Fricker over here one day. So, anybody else have any other questions? Because I think we're about done. Better in-house than in outhouse. I see what you did there, Trey. I would love to come do one at the Blasting Room. We need to go. No, we're not at 42 Gear Street this year. I've told Hanning, I'll just say it on record on our channel, that as long as he keeps doing that event in August, there is zero chance that I am coming to Germany. So, and we're not doing it again unless one of us can go. So, yeah. Yes. If there's a direct for Burbank, I'll come. I like how picky he is that, like, his little airport, we have to have a direct flight from Burbank. If I have to go to LAX, I'm going to drag my feet. Well, Trey, we'll have to see. Yeah, we should do more Gear and Beer Roadshow stuff. You and I should go do some more stores. I don't know where, but...
The problem is that we live so far away from everything.
Edmonton?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Eric, yes, we can. Email me about that or message me on Facebook. Yeah, dude, like Euro Summer, also just, like, I keep telling Henning that, like, a bunch of us are going over to Guitar Summit, like brands, not a bunch from Rev, but we're going to Guitar Summit every September. Just put it, like, on either side of Summit and we'll go. Like, be way better. No. Gear and Beer Australia, I would love to. That's difficult, though. It's expensive and a long time, and my wife would be very upset at me if I decided to go to Australia without her and her kids. And then it gets really expensive. So, bring Heidi on Gear and Beer. Yeah, she would love it. So, which airport would you fly into? Winnipeg.
Winnipeg, YWG.
LAX, direct flight, Trey. That would be the one. Gear and Beer Greenland. Trey, we could also wait until we do some stuff in Nashville and, like, do one in Nashville if we get our mobile rig sorted out properly.
I mean, it's sorted out. It's maybe
Sorry.
just user error.
I was gonna say, if we get it sorted out, then we bring somebody who knows how to use it. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. It's that time. Thank you, friends, for hanging with us. It was a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah. I actually had
Holy
some,
crap,
some
your dad's still
revelations,
watching.
For sure. Had some revelations as far as the Les Pauls go, but I think if it was set up properly, I probably would have landed on the custom, the black.
The 1980?
I think the way they're set up, the Maple 91 might have been my fave. But the R9 obviously looks spectacular, and because of what it is such a great guitar. And, like, every time I picked it up, I would play something that I'd be like, oh, that feels, that feels good.
Yep.
So I definitely get it, and I think it was a good buy either way.
Out of all the ones we have here, they are all great. The traditional is the only one that's not.
Yep, I'd play any of these
But-
Les Pauls here, and I wouldn't have said that a couple years ago,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes. Well, I don't know what else to say now.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's not long for you to get here, dude. Did you think Canada was like a 9-hour flight, or like... Or are we doing things?
I'm trying. It's not doing what I want.